ولنا مع اللغة الإنجليزية وقفات. توك شو.
Creative Box.
Talented Member.
English for you.
English Fun.
ولنا مع اللغة الإنجليزية وقفات.
لمن يمتلك الشغف للتعرف على أسرارها وخباياها،
ولمن لا يمتلك رصيداً كافياً من حروفها المذهلة، نعرفكم على حقيقة هذه اللغة في برنامج واحة اللغة الإنجليزية.
واحة اللغة الإنجليزية.
البرنامج من إعداد وتقديم
عمر حماد.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you for being with us in this session at Minister of Education Radio English Language OSO program. We are so glad having you here talking about the new topic related to Back to School number 2 for secondary students. Actually, it's my honor having here Miss Munira Najjar, distinguished teacher at Gaza Strip. Also, we have a student, Taleen Ahmed, and we will discuss together the starter of the new school year. So be with us. At first, Miss Munira, I hosted you before, and I'm proud to host you again and again because you deserve to be here to share all knowledge, all things about you, about your initiatives, about your work, and I knew that you transferred from your school, from Mamdouh Saydam school to a Khawla school, so this is a changing, and you started to prepare as usual, distinguished things. So before we start, please introduce yourself again to the new audience that we have to let them know about you previously and nowadays.
I want to thank you, Dr. Omar, for this invitation, and also the radio of the Minister of Education. It's really an honor to be here with you again and again. I am Munira Najjar, English language teacher. I'm teaching in Khawla Bint Al-Azwar Secondary School this year.
They are so lucky having you, by the way.
Thanks a lot. And I have an experience with 14 years in teaching in the secondary schools.
Yeah, you are so welcome, and I hope you're the best for the upcoming days at the new school. And maybe I don't know how after more than 10 years you are at Mamdouh Saydam school.
12 years.
12 years, and this is nowadays you coming to another school. Maybe this is something healthy to change the attitudes and something related to that. And because you are distinguished, whenever they brought you, you will be distinguished, by the way. And also we want to host here, and our guest Taleen Ahmed, we hosted you before, and you were about the 9th grade, I guess, or 7th grade?
8th grade.
8th grade, yeah, and you are now in 10th grade.
10th grade.
And this is so very pleased that having you here, talking about you and about the start of the new year. So please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Taleen Ahmed and I'm a student at Khawla Bint Al-Azwar Secondary School. I'm studying in 10th grade this year and I'm honored to be here.
You are so welcome, and we are so glad that you are here today. Actually, back to school, and we had a session before with Miss Asma talking about the primary prep schools and how they dealt with the textbook, and nowadays we have the second part of the sessions talking about back to school and how to deal with the starter of the new school year. And actually if we discussed about the secondary school, maybe our experiences about the new year maybe will be maybe different from one teacher to another. So maybe secondary school, Miss Munira, we can say this something different from primary schools, because the needs and the requirements for the students actually different from the young learners like prep or primary schools. So the requirements for the starter as a good starter for the new school year, please.
Okay. First of all, I'm so excited to start this year because I'm in a new school. I found that the students are in a great level. They have great marks and grades, and this gives me a positive energy to work with them and make a lot of initiatives and different activities. Really, I hope this year gonna be a distinguished one, because in the past 2 years, as you know, we face COVID-19.
The pandemic, right?
Yes, the pandemic and COVID-19, and we and our students face a lot of obstacles and problems.
Excellent.
This year. I hope it's gonna be a very unique and a special one, because our students during the pandemic, they dealt with the different educational educational digital tools, and they become familiar with it. So in the past, if I ask them to use WhatsApp or to go to YouTube channel, they're gonna feel something strange. But nowadays, on the first day, I create a WhatsApp group easily, without any problems, without
restrictions. They joined it
yes,
easily.
they joined it easily. They contact with me via Instagram, Facebook, different social media sites, and they joined, and they automatically watch the video that I've sent. I did not find any problems with them, and this is give me a great energy and positive one to work and to engage technology in teaching English with them.
That's very cool, actually. So adding to what you mentioned for this point, we have different year. We started maybe after long vacation, long holiday from the June, July and August, till that we started in September, and I guess that this time let students have the passion to restart their school year. They have the passion to get the new skills for the new school year, and all these advantages. This is a strong points for all students and parents to wait, as we can say they are waiting the time that to start. So all of these make actually the new school year different. For this, Talene, do you think you agree with me for what I mentioned, that this year is different from the previous one, or it is the same?
Yeah, I think it's different because, like Teacher Munira said, we have been going through COVID-19, which made a problem for me and many other students. But now I feel more comfortable, and I'm so lucky to have Teacher Munira.
Yeah,
that's helped me with the grammar, because I have some
confused
problems,
that you can confuse according to using grammar. So you feel that you are optimistic of the upcoming days, and you find yourself, and this year is different. Yeah, this is what you want to say.
Yeah, I have positive energy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Okay, Talene, for this point, maybe as students coming to her first class, you have some, we can say, transcriptions, you have some preparation that you prepare for your classroom, maybe preparing we can say, the rules as a starter for your classroom. Do you have a special routine as a starter of the new school year?
As a teacher, really, I concentrate on creating a positive and a lovely atmosphere in my classroom.
Excellent.
I want my students feel relaxed, not afraid during my lesson. I want them feel happy.
Like friends together.
Yes, have a friendly relationship. After doing this, we set together the code of conduct. Like be ready for the class, be prepared, dress well, respect each other, cooperate with each other, and then
Amazing.
I write them on the board, and all of the class agree to them. So after setting the rules and creating a positive and lovely atmosphere, it is time to present for my students the English language material here. I try to talk about English language generally. I found that some of my students do not like English.
Oops, that's something.
They said it is very difficult. We cannot understand it. So I try I never give up.
Yep.
I told them some stories about my students in the
Motivational,
previous
you
year.
mean
Yes, motivational stories
Yeah,
to
excellent.
activate them more. And I told them stories about my students in the past years who have the same problems, but they never give up and they overcome these obstacles, and they be a distinguished students.
Yeah, that's so amazing that having a teacher motivating
Yeah,
me.
we are lucky to have her.
Yeah. So, do you think that motivational words can affect you? Do you think that the words have power in you? For example, telling that you can, the attitude, your attitude changed when you hear the stories from Miss Munira.
Yes, I actually told Teacher Munira that I have problems with grammar, and she told me, no, don't say that. No,
Yeah.
you can do it. If you work hard, you can do it. I will help you. And that actually had power on me.
Yeah, motivated you,
Yeah,
actually.
motivated me.
This is so nice, actually. Having something like this at the start of the year, stories, or we can let them watch motivational videos, finding the goal, design their future, their prospects, and something like this. This is something as a must for the teacher to present for his student. Maybe a word just reaching to the heart of a boy or girl, it can be making something a changing point for their life,
That's
a turning
true.
point in their life.
Yeah.
And this is what exactly we need. Some students, they are shy, others they are weak and not weak, the others they are brilliant. So the individual differences actually we need directly a special word from the teacher.
We do not teach them just for the classroom. We teach them for the whole life.
Excellent. This is what exactly we need from all teachers. We are not just teaching because of the exam. Most of our students actually have a culture that they study for the exam.
Yes,
And
that's
they study, just tell me how to write or to save
answer,
or to memorize
to keep
the words and
by
the
heart,
answers,
yes.
and after that I just fill it in the exam paper, and that's it. This is not like this. So this is actually perfect strategy when you change the culture from being for the exam to their
Passive,
life,
yes.
to their life. Yeah, actually. So maybe Taline, if I ask you about the preparation for your new school year, have you prepared yourself well for this year?
Yeah, I prepared myself from emotions to everything. First, I cleaned my studying space. This is the first thing I did. And then I created relationships with my teacher. Our relationships are built on respect. That's the thing I want to say.
Have you scheduled your time according to read to study, or you didn't do that till now? Have you designed to organize your time from which time you have to study English, Arabic, and something like this?
No, not until now, because I'm still messed up a little bit. I want to organize myself a little bit in the future.
So and this is something important, that to organize your time for your study.
Yes, of
because
course.
you are in 10th grade, and I guess that 10th grade is, we can't say complicated year, but it is
Yeah.
a full-time year.
It needs more efforts
Yeah.
from the students.
Actually, this needs a lot of things, because you have physics, you have biology, you have geography,
Scientific
you have
subjects more.
history, you have a lot of things,
Oh my God.
scientific and literary one. So a lot of things that you have to study. Okay, related to the textbook, and this is something important that we have to share it, Ms. Munira. And you have the experience and the knowledge, and as you are an expert in dealing with the secondary school textbook, maybe for 10th grade or 11th grade.
Yes.
So Do you think the curriculum itself is complicated? It is complex for the students. It is crowded. It is easy to be handled. What can you share us?
Okay, towards the 10th grade curriculum, I found it very crowded.
10th grade?
Yes.
Crowded. Why?
We have 12 lessons in the same unit, and we have just four classes in a week, and we cannot manage all that with the as you know, with the weakness from the students after the pandemic. For example,
we still have a gap. You mean?
Yes. In the plan from the ministry, they write, for example, present simple tense can take 1 period. But in my class it needs more. I can take 2 classes or 3.
That's
if
right.
I wanted to explain it and give activities and to give them the basic rules, it needs more time.
Right.
So 10th grade really very crowded. But as a teacher, I try to facilitate this curriculum for the student. I try to make a supplementary and enrichment material. I try to overcome these problems by sending them videos, explanatory videos via my YouTube channel.
Excellent. Yes.
The learning process is not just in my classroom. No, it is a continuous process. The students in their homes is still learning and still writing the activities, and I try to check their answers while I'm in my house. So it is a continuous process. But for the 11th grade curriculum, I find it really it's very amazing. I like to teach it.
Scientific one or both?
Both of them. Both of them.
Yeah.
The whole unit is just from 6 lessons, and they are interesting, not boring. You can use the different teaching aids, visual, audiovisual, and oral aids. The students have a great ideas of grammar and vocabulary. So I think that 11th grade curriculum is very nice. And in my YouTube channel, the first video that I have recorded have 25,000 watches, and I have more than 3,000 subscribers.
Wow,
yes, and a lot of comments. They encouraged me to complete recording the videos on my YouTube. So, and I also have my Master English enrichment material. I'm just, I have a technique in the enrichment material. I try to let the students find it fun. For example, when I write the paragraph, I try to put pictures, use colorful pictures and different lines in order to attract the students' attention and let them try to read and love English.
Yeah, that's we are sure about that, because I told at the beginning of the session that you are a distinguished teacher, and we are so lucky having you. So preparing the students not only in the classroom and the outside classroom related to the enrichment material, using YouTube and watching your videos. All of these are important for a teacher to be cooperated with the outside the classroom and practicing English outside the classroom, because maybe we have problem that students that open their textbooks inside the classroom and after that they closing it to the next lecture, to the next class, and this is really a disastrous point, and this is something not good enough.
Yes, for this, I try to give my students daily quizzes. Daily quizzes.
Daily
quizzes.
Yeah.
Daily quizzes.
For 10th grade and 11th grade,
yes,
or both of them?
Daily quiz for both of them. So the learning process is continuing, and in this I can understand that my students understand my lessons. They are studying hard. All things are right, and from the remarks they give me a mark that they are, if there's difficulties from the beginning, not just I gonna wait for the first month exam till to know what is the problems in my students. No, step by step, daily quizzes, and here the learning process in general gonna achieve its great outcomes.
Yes, that's very nice actually. Talene, your experience about the textbook when you open the textbook.
Yeah, as teacher Munira said, it's crowded. You can't understand everything and you miss many details. But teacher Munira helps us with the YouTube videos, our WhatsApp group, and the classroom and the activities she does in the classroom. So that helps us.
Yeah.
Understanding
So
the textbook.
designs what you have inside your mind according we can see the visual aids that you presented for them, and you find the curriculum an easy way, and that maybe however it is crowded. That's what you want to say for us.
Yeah.
Actually, that's so nice. We have a virtuous call from the your student, maybe Ragad Lubhisi,
Yes.
and we have a inverted call talking about herself. Ragad, hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Me too. Thank you very much. How are you today?
I'm fine, very well.
We are so lucky having you here on the inverted call, and we need you to present yourself, please.
Okay, my name is Ragat Tariq Khalil Al-Buhaisi. I am 16 years old. I'm studying at Khawla Bint Al-Azwar School.
You're welcome. That's so nice. Do you know Miss Munira?
Yeah, it's my teacher.
Yeah, that's so nice. Okay, for you, Ragad, how about the new year? Have you prepared yourself or not? What do you think about the new school year? Is it good or not?
Yeah, the beginning of this year was very special and full of different activities. Then we found the classroom clean, tidy, and refreshing.
Wow.
We held fun educational games through which we learned in the past years in a simple and easy way. For example, we took a diagnostic test in English that helped us to remember grammar and words. And within a week, they gave us our books. Then I found my teachers very, very helpful and nice, which made me more excited for this school.
Well done. That's so nice. This is a brief summary. You want to be a journalist or a reporter. You send a report about the start of the new year. Thank you very much. About your future plan, Ra?
Yeah, this year I really want to make my parents proud of me.
Yeah.
I will study well and will not tire myself out. And strive to get high marks. This is the best way to achieve my dreams.
That's so nice. I hope you the best, by the way. You are so clever, so brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being with me, talking about the new school year. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Welcome.
That's so nice from Ragad. Maybe she has a very promising future, presenting and reporting reports, and she is talking about every single things that we want to say. So thank you for electing her to be with us, like Talene, and she is like this. So I hope the best for all your students. Actually, for what she mentioned something important, that when they started for this year, they found the classroom clean.
Yes.
Their chairs, tables are clean, and this is something good. Maybe,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, previously, or maybe other schools for the in-hours or something like this, maybe private schools, the students themselves, they clean their classroom.
No, we found the classes and the whole school tidy and clean.
And it was decorated with motivational quotes.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is something motivated you for the starter.
Yeah, I really like those little details.
You have something about this to share about what when you started, you enter your school, what did you find?
Yeah, as Ragat said, the classes were clean and the book distribution process was quick and organized. We started the year with the principal welcoming us, and then we did some morning exercises and games and activities that made me talk about my feeling without being shy or anxious or anything like that. No.
They broke the ice and started dealing with you in an easy way, and all of these things are important. That's so lovely. So what about the teachers? Did you find all teachers at the start, or you missed any teacher from the class?
No, I know them all, and I had a chance to know my classmates during this week, my classmates and teacher very well.
Very nice. That's actually very important for any school, any starter, and we hope that for the next for the upcoming years to be like this. All the classroom were tidy and they cleaned, and we don't need from the students to start. Maybe they are wearing new clothes, they are wearing their best clothes, and they
Yes,
have to
that's
come to something like cleaned
Yeah.
actually. So and this initiative that it is accounted to the Ministry of Education, and we send for them all thanks for their efforts in order to let the classroom itself very nice. We have a break now, and after the break we can discuss more. Thank you very much.
Wake up in the morning, it's 8 a.m. It's so fun to go to school again. I miss my school, I miss you all. Friends and teachers, see you in the hall. I look around, everyone's smiling. It feels so good to be back again. I look around, everyone's smiling. It feels so good to be back again. Maths and science and geography. Let's learn all about our history. No PC, just you and me. Together we can make it so easy. I look around, everyone's smiling. It feels so good to be back again. I look around, everyone's smiling. It feels so good to be back again. I look around, everyone's smiling. It feels so good to be back again. I look around, everyone's smiling. It feels so good to be back again.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our session today, talking about back to school to secondary schools. And as you know that we have mentioned a lot of things related to the preparing of the new school year, dealing with the students, how to start their lessons, how to start with their teachers, to make a good relationship with their teachers as well, and with their peers and their colleagues and their classmates. All things that we discussed about this for the good experience. And we have here some recommendations, some tips for the students, for the parents, and for the teachers. At first, recommendations maybe from the teacher Munira for the teachers as a starter. Maybe your colleagues, other colleagues, and teachers who listen to us now, they want to listen to you as an expert dealing with how to start with the upcoming days, how to deal with the textbooks. Every tip either you want to share, it is valuable, by the way.
Okay, for teachers, first of all, in the first classes, the teacher should make a diagnostic test. This diagnostic test aims to identify the weakness and the strength in the student's level in English.
Right.
After identify these things, it is time to make the remedial plan. In the remedial plan, the teacher should focus on the skills that the students need more and more efforts to be good in it. After the diagnostic test and the remedial plan, the teacher should encourage students to use the textbook effectively. Yes, use the textbook. If it is it's very important. The textbook is very important.
What do you mean by effectively?
Yes, generally the books in general have a bad reputation, and the students try to use different materials to study. But no, the textbook, the school textbook, is really very important, and it is the first source for the exams from the Ministry of Education.
Right.
So we should encourage our students to read, to study, to use them well. After that, the teacher can add supplementary material, enrichment material, another teaching aid, another learning resources,
Yes.
such as I said before, YouTube channels, YouTube videos, different enrichment materials.
Right.
Yes, that's right, for the teachers. And don't forget not to do daily quizzes or regular quizzes.
To let the student update,
Yes.
updated about the
Yes.
the textbook
That's
information.
right, that's right, that's right.
So for the students, what about the recommendations?
Okay, for the students, they should study hard. They should have routines in their study. After leaving school, they should have some breaks and try to eat, sleep, and after that they should have a schedule to write what they wanted to do this day. Try to revise the learned material, to prepare the new ones, and to study for the quizzes and the exams. I want my students not to listen to the pessimistic ones. No,
You're right.
School is a good place. In it, we learn new things. We become a teacher. We become good citizens. We serve our nation and become a good citizens in our world. So, for my students, never give up. Try to study regularly. Try to learn more. Try to respect your teachers and your principal, and try hard, because our nation needs you and want you to become a good citizen in order to achieve your goals and dreams.
This is actually a very amazing summary for what we have from our students. Before we start dealing with the parents and tips for parents, I want to listen to Tareen talking about her promising future. What did you design for yourself, your goals, in order to achieve it for the coming days?
I plan on making this year a different year, because in the end of this year I will define the stream that I'm going to join. I think I will 90% join the scientific stream, so I have to put an eye on and focus on the scientific subject. And second thing, I want to improve my English language with the help of my teacher, by the activities, by the competitions she does, and also take courses like conversation courses and stuff. And the last thing, and the most important thing, is to work hard to get higher grades and make my parents proud, be a successful person.
Yeah, very nice. Having goals from students at the start of the year, this is something amazing that we have to deal with all students to be like this. If you have your goals, you have all the strategies that you need for all efforts that you want to say. And one day, when you achieve your goal, you find yourself there to say, wow, I did it. I achieved what I need exactly. Inshallah. Thank you very much for what you mentioned. And I hope for all the students, they are listening to us, to work around that and work hard in order to find their way and their route. Returning back to you, Ms. Munira, talking about the students, the parents now, and maybe they are a part of the learning process, and we cannot neglect them for any way that we can say. They are a part of the students' levels and improving their kids and their children. So maybe they are in secondary school, and you want to say that they are not responsible from their from their parents, and they have the good not the relationship that they have to be followed from their parents. So what's the maybe you can say, how can you advise them? How can you,
parents in general have a crucial and essential role in the educational process in general. For example, the parents should follow the educational process with her daughter, with her sons, it is very important to
Follow up, you mean,
encourage,
yes, that
yes,
follow
to
them up.
encourage them, to motivate them. I recommend for teachers to make a Zoom meeting, virtual meeting via Zoom, for example, with parents, or to have a meeting in the class in our school or in the schools in general.
Yeah.
While meeting parents, really, one of the meetings. I felt surprised that the parents are encouraging us, they are with us, and they hate to be their parents, to be negatives and not to participate well and to have bad marks. They encourages me a lot and thanks me, and this is really encourages me to do my best for their students and for their girls and boys. Really, the parents at home have a great role. For example, when I send the video, some of parents, they refuse to for their parents to have a mobile. But after talking to them and have a meeting, they agreed to give them. I tell them just for 1 hour or 2 hours daily, just to watch the explanatory videos
for exact purposes.
Yes, for exact hours, not 24 during the whole day. Now it's strong.
Right.
So after that, after talking to them, they give the mobile to their parents, to their students, and they begin to follow me. And if I have any problem with any students from the WhatsApp group, I can call them and talk to them. And if they need much care, I can talk to the counselor and she can solve the problem. So the parents have a crucial and important role. No one can neglect in their learning process.
Yeah, that's very nice. Actually, parents have a very important and vital part of the learning system, and if they follow their student, their kids, or they find themselves that they are in the right way. And
we should cooperate them with the learning process. For example, if you have a lesson in, for example, iron tart in the 11th grade, you can send an invitation for the moms to attend and to try to make with their students and parents the cakes. It's gonna create a positive and a friendly and lovely atmosphere, and gonna strengthen the relationship between school and parents.
That's right. Okay, very nice. So I want to just ask you, Talene, about your parents. They motivate you to be?
Yeah, of course. When my mom found out about my passion in English language, she signed me in a course to improve my language. She talked about everyone about how good I am in English, and that really made me happy and motivated me and encouraged me to do my best.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm really thankful for her.
Maybe I want to ask about your reflection when you hear that we will host you again. When Miss Munira told you, what did you actually? When you told your parents, I want to be on the Minister of Education radio again. So what exactly they told you?
My mom said, really? Go girl, go.
Yeah, that's very nice.
She encouraged me to do my best and told me not to be stressed or confused, just do your best.
They are proud of you, by the way. Yeah, they have to. Because you are here talking in English and you perking the eyes for everything, and this is something amazing, and I hope they are the best. So actually, talking about what we mentioned from the beginning to who just want to listen to us from now, we have to deal with the curriculum as it is not complicated one. With the supporter from the teachers, with the supporter from the counselors, every problem that may be problems related to the students may be solved directly if they just shared it to the people who can solve it, not to just open it and without a closing. For the English language is not difficult, as you know, for you, all my students. It is a language. It could be easy to be learned. It could be easy to be to be handled according to your how much you work hard for yourself, how much you give yourself the time to listen to English, how much you give yourself the time to watch videos in English, how much you maybe you can watch for fun, but actually when you watch videos and you listen to English, you will get it back to you one day. So don't feel that you are these videos or these things useless. You will find the outcomes from it directly.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so I have the last question for Talene.
Yeah.
Okay, you have any message you want to send to your school, to your teachers, to anyone you want to send?
Yes, for my classmates, I want to tell you, do not, and when I say do not, then do not give up, and don't consider English as a difficult subject and say, no, I can't do it. It's really easy if you work hard on yourself. And
it is a warning for you.
Yeah, do not.
Very nice.
For my teachers and principal, I want to thank you all for your hard work.
You can mention the name of your
Principal.
headmaster.
Yeah. I want to thank my school principal, Miss Anam Bouamer, for organizing our school and making the first week of school the best week ever.
Yeah.
And my teachers, every teacher I've ever passed, I really want to thank you for your effort and for helping us. You were more than a teacher, you were like a mom, a mother to us.
That's very nice, very perfect. Thank you very much, by the way, Talene. And your message, Miss Munira, for anyone you want to send?
My message is to English language teachers. I know that most of you our loads are too heavy, and you have more than one curriculum to teach.
22 lessons for a week. It is something disastrous for this year.
Yes, but I think that you can do it. Our job is a message, and it is the jobs of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So I ask you to never give up and try hard to fill the gap that caused by the COVID-19 to our students.
Nice.
And I hope that all of our efforts succeed and achieve great outcomes at the end of this year.
Actually, this is very nice. And you mentioned a very important point, that we are working under stress, under pressure, and we are trust so much our teacher that they will overcome all of these things in order to just send our student to the safe side, to let them in the exact way that they want to be for the upcoming days, and maybe they will be leaders as we just trust on them. So summarizing everything related to what we mentioned, for teachers, they have to prepare themselves well, for students they have to study hard, and for parents, just ask to find a solution. Thank you very much for listening to us in this session talking about back to school to the secondary school. I actually thanks Miss Munira for being with me. Thanks for you, Talene, and for Ragad for having you today in this session. And my thanks to Engineer Ahmed. I thank you very much for being for the microphone. Thank you very much. Goodbye.